What's going on, guys? Counting Gains back here again with another educational video, man. So today we got more Jordan Peterson, how to stop looking at porn the simple way. Now guys, this one is a funny, touchy subject because I actually was listening to a person talking about this recently, and they said that basically every single guy and chick is like most women, most guys are like addicted to porn and shit, but they act like it's not even an industry that exists, guys. You know, in the US and stuff, people are just watching in secret and shit. And, a lot of different coaches talk about this, how to stop watching and shit like that. And one of the simple things I always used to say was like, people would rather watch something online and get a quick fix and take a quick pill to lose weight than rather than go out and actually try and get with women and stuff like that. Obviously porn is it's just like an actor. It's like a movie, guys, like acting, you know what I mean? It's completely fake, all this kind of stuff. For the most part, you guys can have good sex too, I hope everybody is. But, for the most part, guys, it's like completely fake and it's kind of made to be like real and this kind of thing. So another key way to look at it is that you're bored, guys. One of the things is when I started this YouTube channel a few years ago, guys, like I was just so bored all the time. I was just playing Call of Duty my whole life and doing my I was doing a professional job, I was selling stem cells and doing all these selling medical stuff and medical procedures. And you're a professional high class dude or whatever the case may be. If you just, I was still earning, whatever 400 or 500 a week, but you're doing a professional job. But after 5 o'clock, guys, your ass is bored, man. You ain't doing shit. You're sitting there because you're tired. You don't even want to hit the gym. All these things are not good. Get a hobby that you like, guys. Do it every single day that you can do it multiple hours a day. I stay editing till 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. This is stuff that keeps my mind idle. Don't be thinking about porn and simple fixes, guys. Let me just grab these Doritos. I think porn is the exact same as like drinking, as smoking. It's the same as all these quick fixes, eating shitty food. It's the same as all these things. People look at it, but people never even talk about it because it's just like this quick fix that people do, but guys won't take the time to go out to the pub, go to the grocery market, just talk to random people in the street trying to pick up women, whatever the case may be. That actually helps you a lot to develop skills, social skills, So let's see what Jordan Peterson has to say about it, guys. If you guys are addicted, which I know you dirty bastards watching this are, then listen carefully. Let's get it.
What advice would you give to someone looking to quit porn? Well, I gave some advice a little earlier about quitting alcohol, and I would say it isn't that you're trying to quit porn. It's not the right way to think about it. The right way to think about it is that you're trying to figure out how to have a better life. And so you have to figure out, well, I would say do the future authoring program and keep your porn addiction in mind and think. So in the first part of the future authoring program, it asks you a bunch of questions about what your life could be like in 3 to 5 years if you took care of yourself like you were someone that you cared for.
Be a conscious individual in your life, guys. When you see someone walking down the street and they're overweight, think, is that a product of circumstance did they actually want to have that physique, or was they just a lazy piece of shit, whatever, guys. Everyone always says this. Was that a person just that wanted to do it? Is it circumstantial, or is it actually done upon themselves? Do they actually take care and working on themselves, guys? When you look at someone's body, you're like, oh, that person wants to look like that, or did they just eat every single day, everything in the world, and then they just don't look the way they want to look, and they're pissed off and sad about it? Because your mind is in your body, guys. You have to, in my personal opinion, guys, it's pretty much impossible to have a really strong, healthy mind and have a weak body, have an overweight body, sloppy self. It's impossible, guys, in my opinion. A lot of people hate these facts, guys, but I grew up, a few months a year in Eastern Europe. People are hardcore there, guys. They will tell you, you're overweight, you're obese. In Western countries, guys, they don't do that. They don't do, these insulting things to people, which is not great, guys, but it teaches you, I actually need to get my life in check. You know what I mean? It's just, that's what you gotta do, guys. You gotta be told it's just the way it is.
And then it asks you questions about your friends and your family and your career and your time outside of work and your health and the important dimensions of life, and it asks you to spend 20 minutes writing about how good your life could be in 3 to 5 years if you got your act together and did what was good for you. And then it asks you to write about the hell you could be in if you didn't. And so I would say you really need to do that, because porn isn't the issue. The issue is that you're not living your life the way you want to, and so you need a vision of life that's more compelling than the porn, and you need a counter vision too that frightens you.
Like a purpose, guys. He is Mr. Peterson, I'll say Dr. Peterson, is talking about it in a different way. I would say you gotta look at it in a way of like a purpose, guys, a legacy. You know, a legacy isn't having kids. Any old person can have kids and all this bullshit, guys. This is bullshit, guys. You know, talking about, you know, this kind of thing, or oh, I'm just gonna be this, and you know, you deliver, and there's nothing wrong with doing shit things, whatever, shit jobs, but guys, you have to have a legacy, purpose. You know what I mean? And people don't like that. People hate when I say it. It's like, bro, that's just the fact of reality. All these personal trainers I see, they're amazing, guys. All these people that I see running their own businesses, delivering things, it's amazing, guys, because they're developing a purpose and a legacy. You know, they're developing an amazing... All these guys that you hate, guys, I see people from my hometown, they all hate them, guys. Every time I talk to, oh, I hate that person. Why is that? They're rich, they're running a business, they're doing everything in life, they're going to have a sick legacy. You know, they don't even need to have all the money in the world. Like, of course you hate them. You know what I mean? I'd hate them as well if I wasn't doing what I loved. Like, that's just that fact of reality, guys. Shit, come on, bro. Why are people just coming on and say, oh... depression is sad, bro. You're depressed because your life sucks balls, bro. I'm the same fucking way. My life is shit now, but I know in 3 to 5 years it'll be sick, guys, because I'm working every single day. I know 100% fact. Do you guys know 100% fact that your life's gonna be sweet in 5 years or 10 years? How long ever? It doesn't matter about the time, guys. Whether you're getting results from the action, you know, action, discipline. That's what works, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that works. Come on.
You know, because otherwise. Porn is obviously extraordinarily gratifying in the short term, but you seem to be suffering from the medium to long-term consequences of its use. And so you need a story that you can tell yourself that's really deeply thought through about why this is not appropriate for you, how it's hurting you, and how it's minimizing you and perhaps making you embarrassed and ashamed and more socially isolated and all of that. So,
which it 100% is doing, guys. You know, instead of going out and talking to people, meeting friends, and not just trying to pick up women, guys, that's not what I'm talking about, but just like talking to people and having relationships and talking to random people or whatever the case may be, being a regular chill guy in public, guys, just say, oh, hey, how's it going? You know, not like this weird, hey, you know, that is like just negated because you just sit at home and just fucking watch porn and shit. You just, whatever, watch Call of Duty and shit. It's straight up the truth, guys. I used to be the same way, like, until the age of like 20, 21, 22, so... You know, you just change over time, but I think some people need to hear it more than others, you know? So
I would say, think about it as cleaning up your psyche and your behavior rather than merely stopping porn. You also might want to write down, and you could do this in the negative vision part of the future authoring program. You got to write down everything bad that you think porn is doing to you, because obviously you have some suspicions that this is not good for you, right? That it's actually harming you in some important way. And so you need to be fully cognizant of what those ways are and then take them seriously and decide if that's the pathway through life on which you wish to travel. And so, and then I would also say good luck to you. You know, it's a very good idea to identify one of your weaknesses and work on it.
Write down.
You can strengthen yourself substantially by doing it.
Exactly, guys. Write down what you think your weaknesses are coming from this shit, right? So if you're like, don't like porn and shit, it's probably because you guys are, you know, every single person, every single guy anyway, at some point in their life was like, yo, I can't talk to women because, you know, I've been watching this shit online, and like every time I look at a woman, she thinks, oh my God, like he wants to have sex with me, which like everyone, you know, and girls consensus, women consensus when they see a dude, they're like, oh, he's looking at me kind of weird. He wants to fuck me. Or he's like, you're like thinking about having sex with him because you're just so like just mentally thinking about that all the time. When you start thinking about your business, start chasing success, start chasing goals, start chasing the gym and shit like that, guys, that shit just gets thrown out the window, guys. Like straight up, it just you don't give a shit. I don't even think about bitches no more. Really, for the most part, I'm just like whatever. I know I have a girl and shit, but what I'm saying is, guys, you know, you just stop thinking about that shit. You're just like, yo, I really don't give a fuck, you know. You know, guys on this would be like, oh, when do my parents leave so I can jerk off upstairs? You know, this sort of shit, guys, you need to be thinking, like, I don't have enough time in the day to do enough videos. You know, you have to, and a lot of these guys watching these videos are better than me, guys. I'm just the average Joe, but most people on watching this, a lot of people will be like, yo, I actually need that, guys. I need to know that, like, you know, I actually need to do something in my free time, not just jerk off. And whatever the case, it's not just like a smoking, drinking, whatever it is, guys. You need to do shit in your free time. And don't get me wrong, I love going out and partying as well, guys. I love that as well. But just not as often as I would. You know, you got to get out of that college, you know, school mode. You know, drinking in school, partying in college. You guys kind of get out that mode eventually and try to start working, building businesses and things like that. You know, That's what your goal should be, not thinking of when your girlfriend leaves so you can jerk off or whatever. You know, because that's what dudes be thinking. You know, and you know the fact of the reality is, guys, I was listening to one post, a common thing by Tate, and Tate was talking about just video record yourself. And then you'll never do it again because it's like the lamest act, guys. You know, you're sitting there and tissues. It's just this lame act, guys, and it's hilarious, you know. But people never really talk about it. But it is a massive crutch, and most people are addicted to it, guys. Most men and guys, same as drinking, same as all that shit, guys. Everyone's addicted to devices because your free time. There's just too much free time, you know. You need to be constantly have a sense of urgency, constantly just thinking about, oh man, how can I do this? How can I do this better? You know, and you know. That's how it's kind of solved, guys. For me, anyway, that's kind of coming from my opinion of how I think a lot of people can solve it. But yeah, that's just my opinion, guys. Leave in the comments down below. I love my loyal subscribers. I love you guys so much. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think. How did you guys switch from watching that stuff? You know, if you guys had problems, tell me your stories in the comments down below. I love you guys all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.